So, as I switched around some junctions real quick, just like the juxtaposition, the difference between, Cloud, right? And Squall, well, Squall, actually, I still give more to Squall than to Cloud, because Squall at least goes through emotional growth throughout the course of this game. But like Cloud versus one of my favorite Final Fantasy characters from my second favorite Final Fantasy game, Zidane in Final Fantasy IX. So everyone's all like, Final Fantasy IX, ew, yucky, that game, whatever. But Zidane's a fantastic character. First of all, he's immediately likable. He starts off in the beginning of the game wanting to get into things, wanting to know people. He has relationships with people. He hangs out. He has friends and so forth. Like Cloud and Squall have like no friends in the game until you meet the characters throughout the course of it. Whereas Zidane already knows people. Zidane's already cool with people, and I think that's fantastic. And then on top of that, let's do status defense junction. And then on top of that, Zidane goes through a rough moment also, like a really rough moment, where basically everything that he knows is called into question. It's one of the hardest moments that any of the characters have to go through in the Final Fantasy franchises. It's not unlike when Squall goes through his, spoiler, I'm not going to say it, or Cloud, which I will say because I'm not going through this game right now, goes through his realization that his memories aren't really his memories and that he has a whole other person's life inside of him. Zidane has a very similar moment when he realizes that he's a human weapon built to destroy the world that he lives in and everything he loves. And Zidane goes through a tough spot too, and he has a hard time, and he falls apart, and he isn't ready to talk to anybody, and he basically goes through a self-destructive moment. Much like Cloud and Squall are for the majority of their games. But Zidane breaks out of it, and he breaks out of it through the characters that you form bonds with throughout the course of all these games. And I just think that's wonderful. I think that's just such a better story than emo kids, the dual emo kids, Squall and Zidane, or sorry, Squall and Zidane, Squall and Cloud, that never want to get over anything. They just want to be... Squall and Cloud, you know what it is? Squall and Cloud want to be victims for the rest of their lives. They want to be victims of their childhoods, they want to be victims of the horrible things they went through. And yeah, they went through horrible things. Like, it happens, I get it. But these are fantasy stories, right? Like, these are supposed to be heroes. I want to see my heroes act like heroes. Alright, where am I going here? I don't want to see my heroes act like victims. There's a time and a place for stories of victims, you know? But it's not in the fantasy RPG where I'm killing massive monsters and saving the world. The fantasy RPG where I'm killing massive monsters and saving the world, I want my heroes to be goddamn heroes. I am not hitting this guy that hard. By the way, I have no idea how you all stuck with me through that rant. I appreciate you all. I understand that I was ranting about probably the most popular Final Fantasy character of all time. And somehow everyone stuck with me, so I love you all. You're dealing with my incredibly unpopular views of the Final Fantasy franchise. I am well aware of how unpopular they are. Ba, 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 ba. P.S. I don't like Sephiroth either.